Yo, we didn't get off easy on anything, all right, everyone? Take it easy. Jesus, my mouth is on fire.
In the true spirit of Hot Ones, I'm your host, Joshua Grove. I am joined by the three owners of Sweets Kendamas. We have Matt Paulsen, head of design. We have Matt Sweets. You always see him, president and founder. And we have Gabe Klemm, the CEO of Sweets Kendamas. Y'all don't get to see Paulsen and Gabe very often, and so I hit him up and said, hey, you guys want to go do some hot wing challenges? And they said yes. So we're going to be going through 10 different levels of heat. Sit back, enjoy the show, grab some food. What we have first is the classic chili maple edition 1600 Scoville heat units. Sweet and refreshing, featuring a lot of real maple syrup and tangy apple cider vinegar, plus some fresh Fresno chilies from Smokin' Ed. First wing, let's get it.
Yes.
How did you meet? How did you get in this? Who found Kendama first?
I'm the one who found it, originally. Gabe and me knew each other from working at Interlock. And me and him became friends just like without Kendama, just as normal people who work at a place together. And he moved kind of close to me and my friend, so we hung out after work and at campus. And so we hung out for a while, and then I found Kendama. And one day I brought Kendama to his house, and I never stopped. Gabe has always been a businessman and always been interested in investing and always been looking for places to spend his money in the right way. And I was like, hey, I got the perfect place for you to spend some of that money, Gabe. And so I convinced him to loan me $4,000 to start, or $5,000, whatever it was, to get the first order to even make things happen. That went on for a while until he started coming by the shop.
I was like, okay, how much do you need? I'll give you that money, you pay me back in a year. And then when I gave him that money, the next day,
hasn't paid you.
The next
I still owe him.
the next day I panicked. So I started showing up to the shed in the backyard at Brett's house. So that's how I got in, whether I wanted to or not.
I just got back from college, from Chicago. I was going to school abroad. Was playing golf with Gabe at that time, hanging out, and found out about this business. Yeah, they had no packaging though, no logos, no...
It was homemade stuff.
It was homemade stuff. So we brought Paulsen over. He told us how much he wanted for the packaging, and without even looking at me and Sweets, Brett was like, how about we just give him ownership instead of paying the bill?
That's not how it went.
That's how I remember.
That's how you remember. That's not how it went. But I'm here now.
Number 2 is the Sinai Gourmet 4,000 Scoville units. Fruity Scotch bonnet peppers combined with tropical fruit like mangoes, papaya, and bananas.
Cheers, guys.
Yes!
Starting up a business is no easy task. What is one piece of advice that you would give to entrepreneurs right now?
What do they say? Like, ignorance is bliss when it comes to entrepreneurship. Like, if you knew all the things that you would need to do to set up a legitimate business, you might never do it. Just believing in yourself and knowing that it will all come in time, all the steps.
Internationally, selling your product is really difficult. So I would maybe just say, start in America if you're a new business and try to get really good at that before you try to take over the whole entire world. It goes both ways, but it's really difficult to be everywhere before you're one place when you're small and don't have a lot of money.
We've been doing this for a long time, for almost 13 years now, and Kendama's still, it's something that provides a learning experience every day.
Yep.
And that is one of the golden opportunities of business, period.
All right, number 3, we got the Micro Saucery Pico Pepper, a newcomer to the Hot Ones family, 15,500.
Okay,
the
so we're
first
big
one-
level up.
Yeah, so we went from
It
4,000
was like
to
4x the
15.
last one.
Shout out to
All right,
Scoville.
let's
Cheers.
go.
All 3 of you are Dama Dads. What has been the biggest challenge and the biggest beauty in building your family?
Emily picked up the Kendama for the first time with intention without me telling her how to do it 2 days ago.
Wow.
She got it and she started trying to like big cup and spike it without me prompting her, and that was like, my heart was so full when I saw that, because I didn't ask her, and she was like, I want to get better and I want it, and I was like, this is all I wanted. I think the second part of the family thing isn't there yet, because they don't get what I do quite yet and how much it is my life, and I think they do, but as they get older, that part's going to be more fun. But there's no doubt it cuts into Kendama time, whether it's travel or play or whatever. But
Some of the things that you worry about day to day aren't nearly as important as what you have right there in front of you to be enjoyed now.
That's so true, man. Like,
Yeah,
ever
for
since
sure.
I had a kid, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, Harley's healthy, Leica's healthy, it's gonna be a good day. You know, nothing else really matters. Kids give you a different perspective on time and the passage of time. Like, I used to lift Leica up by one leg and be like, okay, she's this big, you know? And then I'd lift her up by a leg the next day and be like, dang, she grew overnight, you know? And that's just like, it's wild to watch how fast that time flies by for you, and you know, Paulie and I had our kids during COVID, which was a blessing in the sense that like it kept me home for the first couple of years of Leica. And yeah, balance is hard, and now it becomes you got to be more organized. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to number
Terror.
4 then. We got the Los
Good night,
Calientes
Jess.
Barbacoa. This is at 33,000. Los Calientes Barbacoa, our smokiest sauce of the season. Maplewood smoked red jalapenos and dried chipotle peppers are what give this sauce a flame-kissed flavor. Cheers, number 4. Trips to Japan and travel in general are a huge part of a kendama player's journey. How did it impact your relationship with kendama and Sweets Kendamas in general?
My first trip to Japan was in 2013, and I went because Kazuma Iwata invited me to go on the Muso tour for the release of his new kendama in Japan. At that point, he was the legend of the best kendamas, and so for him to ask me to come on this trip and to kick it with him and stuff was the most amazing thing. And we got to be on all these TV shows, and we got to drive to the north of Japan and camp out for 2 days, which I realized was epic now looking back on it, and like grilled on all these hibachi things that, you know, things I've never seen in the 15 times there I did on my first trip. And I won the kendama, I won the tournament, you know, that was hosted, me and Chimadera. There was no tiebreaker in KWC then.
Wow.
So there was just like, you both win. So
You both win.
it's a
Wow.
epic
How
trip
legendary.
for lots of reasons, yeah.
I went there once in 2015,
16.
16. It becomes such an honor to represent this side of the world for kendama, and you see that there's a lot of heritage and homage behind kendama
There's, like,
from
deep
their perspective. Real deep respect, and it wakes you up to that.
I would just recommend everybody travel internationally to somewhere. I hope that anyone that knows about kendama eventually makes their way to Japan. It is a incredible experience. It's wild to kind of like get that close to background and significance of where we found it and what we picked up and kind of ran with, and we still like want to pay homage to that and teach people about all that as much as possible.
Okay,
Let's
next
move
one.
to number 5. Let's dose up on 5 here. This one is Fly By Jing. This is 46,000 Scoville units. Szechuan Gold brings all the addicting umami notes of crisp chili without the crisp. That oil-based sauce, one-of-a-kind flavor lights up number 5. All right, cheers.
Though.
Yo.
Sweets doesn't like the like fishy kind of elements of it.
It's so
The
good.
fishy, oily part is so gross.
Do you need some
good.
milk or anything? So the world knows Sweets has hit a bunch of milestones in the past couple of years. Hitting 100K on IG, being the first verified account, that's all huge. Getting the silver YouTube plaque. What are some milestones in kendama in general that you guys are proud to be a part of?
MKO or NACO turned into what it's become. Being in Target, maybe that was a big one, my first like kind of big local account, because someone who's such a bigger business professional grants you, you know, space in their store, you know, it gives you some garage guide to, yeah, it's
Deeply
validated.
validated.
Yeah.
Every dream I've had for Sweets has come true. Like, in ones I never even imagined. Like, being in Target stores, walking into Target for the first time and seeing our kendama.
Crazy experience.
Literally cried. Like, I couldn't believe that we had done that, you know?
I think that there's kind of two different things. There's like kendama milestones, and then there's like business milestones. And my business milestones are weird. It was like filing the first tax return. You know, from a kendama perspective, like we all make miniature milestones, and every one of us kind of like builds and grabs off of the last one. Like I always say, kendama is like a strange mountain. You got to free solo it, but nobody's ever done it before, and there's no path that you can see that you're supposed to take. So you just got to start climbing. And every little handhold that you get is like every time any one of us reaches for a new milestone, you can pull yourself up and kind of see the next opportunities for a new handhold.
Well, and then everyone can see those different holds.
That's
too,
what I'm
and see
saying.
the
So like
path
we
that's
all
like,
build
like,
this.
that works.
We all build this thing together. Like
Yeah.
like the army of people that love kendama are building something together, and we're kind of manifesting our own destiny. So like sometimes I talk too much, but
No, this is good, man. I'm really excited. We're coming into the back end, guys. Congrats. You made it through the first 5. How you doing?
Sheesh.
Paulsen went
My
back for
stomach
seconds.
hurts.
Chili Lengua de Fuego. Hot One's favorite Honduran hot sauce maker is back. Turmeric bomb highlights tangy turmeric, zippy ginger, scotch bonnet, chocolate ghost, and jalapeno peppers, as well as an authentic Honduran spirit called aguardiente.
Oh my god, that's a fatty.
Yo, now that we're
Fatty slab.
getting into these hotter ones, when you read the description, I'm like, yeah, Sweets ain't tasting none of that.
yo, I like how Sweets is slathering this on though. He's
He
not
is.
doing
Dude,
little.
Sweets, careful,
he's not
bro.
doing little baby.
You
He's
might
been-
wanna dab some
No,
of
we're
that
here.
on.
This is for the content.
I didn't get enough. Thank you. Yeah.
Take some.
All right, cheers.
I have enough
Cheers,
for all.
number 6. Who is one of your favorite people that you have been able to meet so far through Kendama?
The Sweets Mob has afforded us opportunities to meet people that I never thought I would.
Yeah.
You know, like
So who's your favorite?
Reed Starkins because he's watching. You know, like getting to meet Eagle and play with him is just one of those things that like anyone who loves a sport would like to do that with someone in their field. So just truly being out there and getting to play with them was
Comes
dope.
naturally.
Yeah, it was very, very cool.
I think that like meeting Tamatsu that runs the Kendama World Cup was big for me.
Yeah.
You know, meeting Tom from Honrui was big for me. When you're doing business with somebody virtually for a long period of time and then you like get on a plane and go for 20 hours and, you know, sometimes 30 hours to meet and like shake hands with them in person is pretty cool. Zawa.
That's amazing.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
stand-up.
Shout out Zawa.
You know, shout out Zawa.
Shout out Zawa. All right, so
We
before
have
we
none
get into
of us
this
have.
one,
This is-
I'm
we're
gonna
all
bring
just
our
down
special
this one.
guest up. Everyone, this is Todd Olson. He is working with the Sweets Foundation for I guess a little over a year now. Yeah.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Todd has been such an influence in my life and such a helpful, like, strategic advisor. Put as much sauce or as little sauce you want. Let's do a description really quick before we do that. 7 is Karma sauce. Wow, what do you know? Cosmic Disco, 103,000 Scovilles, a spicy mix of red jalapenos, scorpion peppers. Cheers.
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 Tastes like death.
So yeah, for Todd, how did you get inspired to get involved? What was your exposure to Kendama? What made you want to get involved?
Spicy.
So my exposure, Josh, was a couple years ago. My kids brought it home from school. Very quickly, we found out that that one of the premier, if not the premier, kendama company is in our backyard. And I was just so inspired by your kind of use of the kendama to teach growth mindset. Sorry, it's a little hot.
Welcome to the 7.
It's
Welcome to
hot now.
7.
He came in at the right time.
I dipped in at 7.
Welcome to 7,
My
everyone.
tongue is on fire.
You guys are all on flames right now. So 8.
Oh, are we?
8's about to come up. You guys,
Literally.
number
You
8,
guys
baby.
doing all
Let's
right?
go.
No, I'm not doing all right.
Let's go.
You know I'm not doing
I'm
all
hot.
right.
This one's supposed to be like the worst.
Todd, you want to take those chicken strips with you? You can keep snacking.
You let me stay in for 8?
You want to stay for
I'll
8?
stay in for 8.
Stay in for
You're
Stay
more
in
than
for
welcome
all.
to ride along.
We'll
You are
take
more than
7.
welcome to ride along. Number 8 is the bomb. 135,000.
Oh, that's.
You may be asking yourself, where's the usual Da Bomb?
Yo,
We only carry non-extract sauces, so we created this all-natural edition. Be mindful of how much you're putting on this one. And let's jump into it. Number 8's a fun question.
Sweets put a lot on his, by the way.
Sweets is not messing around,
dude,
chat.
no wonder why you're
we get the
dying
lid?
over here.
Nice.
It's a good
All right.
little chicken nugget.
Cheers. Cheers. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers,
Down the
guys.
hatch.
Here we go, Sweets.
Is there a deeper meaning behind Kendama to you? What has Kendama shown you? What lessons has it taught you?
Everything seems impossible at first. Practice and the right tutorials and people helping you. You know, little life lessons, little life not lessons, but tips and tricks here and there will make your progression go a lot further. And yeah, anything's kind of possible.
It gives people the opportunity to focus on something that is better than maybe what they focus on intentionally. There hasn't been a month since we started Sweets where someone hasn't emailed or messaged us saying, you've helped me get clean from this. You've helped me get out of this rough time. I've had depression, I'm out of it. COVID was tough and I had nowhere to go and Kendama got me out of it. Like, if this was just a toy, that wouldn't be the case. There's so much more below the surface and you have to get in, you have to give Kendama a chance to get those opportunities and to get that greatness out of it, but...
Number 9, Pucker Butt Pepper Co. Unique Garlic.
What was the first words you said?
We are jumping to 642,000. The power of the garlic combined with the heat can do some serious damage, not just to vampires, so be careful. Right to the tongue, let's get into it. 5, 10, 20, maybe 50 years down the road, where would you dream to see Kendama at that point?
Kendama is an Olympic sport. Top players in the game, earning money. Kendama scholarships for going to college.
You got it.
My dream that I want to do that I think is kind of hard, but is my goal. In schools, I want the letter K on the walls in kindergartens and first grade to stand for Kendama, not for kite. Seems unreachable, but...
This is the last
This
dab.
last one, I can just do both.
Apollo is made of Apollo peppers from Smokin' Ed in fresh, powdered, and pure chili distillate forms. You do not have to if you don't want to, but as a tradition around here, put a little extra on. We've already done that. Let me get mine going. Don't touch
We're
your
good.
eyes, all right?
We're
Make
sorry.
sure you don't touch your eyeballs.
Cheers,
Chat,
boys.
cheers.
Yeah,
Thanks for being with us.
Cheers.
Oh, last dab.
How do you think Kendama could change the world?
I'm jumping in there real fast. I think Kendama can really get people to be open-minded and not so closed-minded. You know, I think that was a big hurdle for me, my friends, like, you know, people getting into it initially. I mean, I'm guessing that was a part of most people's journeys to some degree.
If the world was full of Kendama players, everyone would love each other and just chill, you know?
There you
So,
go.
like,
That's a mic drop. That's a mic drop. It is.
Mic drop.
It's
Out.
done.
We're out. You all made it through climbing Mount Scogel. We just did some of the craziest sauces in the world. Congratulations. Chat, thank you for being here. I hope this was entertaining. The only thing we have left for you all, this is kind of tradition in Hot Ones as well. To the camera, to the people, what's something you're excited about coming forward that you feel like you can share? Because I know we keep a lot of things secret. We don't release it till the time up, but...
I want to say a few things.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
Battle at the Border. We're going to be streaming live. So if you can't make it in person, you'll be able to still watch the next big Kendama event in person.
There you go. That's a big one.
I've got some things in the cooker. Can't really say too much about it. It's too early, but really excited for the near future.
Sweets Kendamas Foundation into 2023. We're going to show up in a really, really big way, and it's thanks to your support. So just appreciate people tuning in on the stream.
Man, thank you so much, Todd, again.
I think we got off easy because we didn't do whole wings. If we would have done whole wings, we would have.
Yo, we didn't get off easy on anything, all right, everyone? Take it easy. Jesus,
Look at
my
this
mouth
man's
is
face.
on fire. What did you guys eat? I ate molten lava for the last hour.